Whoever you choose to play, you've got to flee Dunwall, your home, and travel to Karnaca in order to unravel the threads of a conspiracy and take back what's yours.
I've gotta get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
Dishonored is known for unscripted, simulation-driven missions where no two players ever have the same experience. There are many pathways to explore as you penetrate well-defended locations, numerous ways to find and eliminate nefarious targets. In crafting the missions for Dishonored 2, we've put a much greater emphasis on big, interesting themes, either from a gameplay or fictional standpoint, making each mission a wildly unique place to explore. I'll explain a little bit more about that. Today we're going to show you the Dust District, an industrial ruin ravaged by terrible storms that hit at random intervals. In the Dust District, a militant religious faction called the Overseers is at war with the Howler Gang. The leaders of both factions are trying to take each other down. You can side with the Overseers or the Howlers or neither. There are many ways to complete the mission.
She'll tell you more. I'll wait here in the skiff and take you back to the dreadful whale after you finish.
Everything you see here is rendered in the Void engine, designed to create atmospheric and exploration-rich spaces. To reach our target, Vice Overseer Byrne, we've got to get past a Grand Guard checkpoint sealed off by a wall of light, a cruel security device reinstated by the Duke of Serkonos.
Orders from the Duke. We're losing too many people. Good soldiers blinded by that hallucinogenic powder the Howlers use, then stabbed to death or dragged down by the Abbey's hounds. One young lieutenant got hit by an Overseer grenade, and that was it. He was one of the Duke's distant cousins or something.
Shit. Let's hope they do enough damage to each other so the fight goes out of them.
That won't happen until someone manages to kill either Paulo or Vice Overseer.
We've made much greater use of vertical space for Dishonored 2, encouraging players to explore the rooftops above the streets.
Dust out of my ears.
Dust from the mines.
The storm alters visibility for the AI and for the player. A random storm hits and Emily comments on it. Many of the security devices in Dishonored 2 are powered by wind, a unique feature of Karnaca, so here we're switching off the windmill to get through the wall of light. There'll be a lot going on in this next fight. Drop attack, guards climbing and vaulting, combat choke, and Emily using far reach to pull an explosive whale oil tank toward her from a distance.
You aren't going in! So dead! Let Here's the road for you! Hey, you! Come in! Up.
All right, let's jump forward closer to our target, Vice Overseer Byrne. The Overseers are fighting the Howler Gang for the hearts and minds of the people of Karnaca. What happens here will influence Karnaca's future and the endgames.
The Eyeless.
The Vice Overseer hasn't shared his plans with me. He's upstairs now, so I assume we'll learn something before long.
Here we're going to use Emily's mesmerize power to lull a group of overseers into a stupor, evading combat altogether. Mesmerized, they won't notice Emily or even remember that she was here.
There you are. I feel so empty right now.
Far Reach can be upgraded not only to pull objects from a distance, but also enemies, so you can finish them off in midair. This time, all of Emily's powers, which are new, and all of Corvo's can be fully upgraded using entirely new skill trees, giving you the ability to customize more deeply. If you're new to the Dishonored series, it's all about options and exploration, playing at your own pace. The game has many different pathways through each mission, and also different approaches, stealth or combat, lethal or non-lethal, and a wide array of supernatural powers that will dramatically change the experience as you play. We're very close to Vice Overseer Byrne's office now.
The Duke will topple soon. The Sisters of the Oracular Order have seen it, and I feel it in my bones. So this stalemate with the Howlers must be resolved.
Byrne is giving a briefing using a projector. We're going to plant a stun mine and then link several of the Overseers with Emily's domino power, so that whatever happens to one of them will happen to all of them. They share the same fate.
Doesn't know. Died trying to bring power. We suffered fatal injuries. Somehow he comes back the next day to fight again. Whatever witchcraft he has.
Switching off the projector will attract Vice Overseer Byrne's attention, and when the mine affects one Overseer, it will affect all of them.
Go check, brother.
Right away.
There are many creative ways to use Domino. Now we're going to show you Shadow Walk, another key power for Emily. Shadow Walk is useful for stealth and combat. You saw it in the announced trailer that we made for the game, and you can fully use it in the game. Like all the powers, it can be upgraded in a variety of ways. With Vice Overseer Byrne out of the picture, the leader of the Howlers will owe Emily a favor, and that's just one way to complete the Dust District mission. Before closing today, we want to demonstrate another signature environment from a mission called A Crack in the Slab. It's another example of the missions in Dishonored 2 and how they're built around big, interesting themes. This mission takes place in a ruined manor that's been sealed for several years. At the start, the outsider appears and explains that reality was warped inside this place after an occult event. Your supernatural powers won't work inside the manor, and even time behaves strangely, allowing you to travel back and forth between the ruined present and the past when the manor was lavish and refined. Here we're in the present when the manor is in ruins. Now we've moved backwards, years into the past, when the manor was still inhabited and guarded. Looking through the lenses of the outsider's timepiece, you can see the alternate timeline. This is useful for solving puzzles, as you've seen, but it can also be used to avoid or take down enemies. You can watch enemies in the alternate timeline and then step through to execute your plans. We hope you're going to love the game as much as we do.